along with various other words. I remember because my was it algebra or one of my teachers tried to bust me for saying Scheisskopf in class, and I was like, relax, teach. 99% of these kids don't even know what the hell it means, and unless you tell it to them, then it becomes offensive. I think I still wound up getting a detention for that, but oh well. She was under. Oh God, I don't even like to remember that time. High school, aka the Stalag. Oh, the mind prison from which imagination rarely survives. Good morning, folks. Sadly, and a lot of people wanted to believe this was an April Fool's joke, but it was not. Val Kilmer passed away yesterday. Yeah, he'd been fighting, a long time. Matter of fact, when he appeared in Top Gun Maverick, they had to computer emulate his voice because he couldn't speak anymore. And I had a chance to meet him while he was down here on one of these trips a long time ago, and I didn't get a chance to, and I still kick myself in the balls for it because he was in a lot of my favorite movies back in the day, between Real Genius, Top Secret. I like the original Top Gun. Just a few off the top of my head. I even like that Island of Dr. Moreau abortion they had. I remember him in The Doors as Jim Morrison. I never seen Wonderland, so I've read about the Wonderland murders, but I've never seen Wonderland. But very sad to hear that. And like I said, the worst day you can pick to have your death announcement put out, April 1st, because no one wants to believe it, but sadly, it's one of the true things that came out yesterday. So rest in peace, Val Kilmer, wherever you may be. And now back onto the regular stuff. As y'all know, this week was the series premiere over in there in what do you call it, in across the sea, the big debut, the big press event, whatever. And everybody's jumping up and down, screeching because, like Michelle Gomez was there, Joe Martin was there, Adjoa Andoa, and I probably just butchered her name, who played what do you call it? Played Martha Jones's mom, was also there. And of course, everybody's making a big deal out of it. And it's like, guys, they were there because they were invited. It doesn't mean they're in the next series, okay? I've had to explain this 100 times. They're the alumni of the show, so to speak. So, of course, they were invited and they showed up. Doesn't mean they're in the premiere. Doesn't mean they have anything to do with Series 2. Because I've been hearing that all day. And you'll actually be hearing that the last couple days. And it's like, I highly doubt Missy's coming back. You got to remember, Michelle Gomez said she left because she felt she was Capaldi's master. And she, basically they all left when the Scottish Mafia left to them with Moffat. I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff on April Fool's Day. The thing is, I generally stay away from social media when I'm at home these days. I play too much Fallout 76. See, I thought I was feeling bad because I have a character in Fallout 76 who's approaching level 400. I've now seen people who are probably glitching or cheating the system that are playing characters level 7,000 plus, and it's like, there's no way you made level 7,000 in the last few years. Unless you were literally, hooked up, via a brain cord and was playing this thing in your sleep for the last decade. There's been a number of glitches that have been exposed on the game where you can make instant experience like that. And it's like, sorry, I don't play that way. I die laughing because for no reason last night. One of the level 7,100 and something characters blew mine away for no reason. And I was like, I would have loved to see it on the other side of the screen when I hit my microphone and said, "Does your penis feel bigger now?" If you have one. You know. Well. In a series, of course, they do that crap. I hope someone leaks it. So that's why I die laughing when people leak stuff now. You have a trailer you'll never see. Ha 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 ha. It's like, thanks a lot, Russ. Yeah, you're really doing the fans a service there, aren't you? Go home and rub your balls on your Dalek balls. Oh, well. Yeah, maybe you should be putting that War Between the Land and the Sea trailer on the air so people even know it's still around. Well, yeah, they're going to have it out later this year. I can't figure out why people were saying it was going to be next year. It's like, dude, they wrapped filming on that like the end of fall last year. It was like somewhere like end of fall, first couple of weeks of December. And there's no reason why you can't push like 5 episodes through post and have it all done before, fall or December this year. Especially when the word is they're going to be doing that instead of a Christmas special. Which, of course, is feeding into the rumor that Shooty Got was not coming back. I know, it's like, I don't know why they're even focusing on the whole Sea Devils thing now and all that. It's like Chibs was the one who brought back the Sea Devils. Oh, I know, it was shocking. Yeah, they didn't have any of the usual suspects there. Certain individuals who, showed up to premieres and then somehow wound up in the audience. They were just supposed to be there for the red carpet and then suddenly wind up inside. You know who I'm talking about? Getting their pictures snapped and then later they wind up on set. I can't even remember the YouTube channel's name. I just remember the user's name. I do not know. I have no idea what their motives are. Also, I'm hoping this is just like a mini movie or something like that, because really, how long can you drag that out? And I'm also kind of dreading it because we've seen one of the characters, running around, and they look nothing like a Sea Devil. And I'm really hoping they don't try that humanizing crap they did with the Silurians. This is the one variant of the species, yeah, that looks just like, ape-descended primitives. See, that was the thing that originally sold the Silurians and the Wagals, because they didn't look anything like us. They evolved from completely different origins. Yep, they'll say something dumb like that. Well, of course, the Nardi and the Drunkard are too busy doing Piers Morgan now, apparently, from what I keep seeing. Like they're experts on anything. That's like, inviting, some guy who does fantasy football in to do commentary on the the Super Bowl. It's like, well, if they were just like my lineup I have, yeah. And we brought Joe Montana's ghost out of retirement for my league, and well, Joe Montana's not dead. No, but he retired. You see, so we use a guy who has his stats. And then we have. Uh, you see, I don't like it, therefore the general public must not like it. And I'm getting tired of that attitude. The echo chamber effect. I've got hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of subscribers. Yeah, and Jim Jones had how many followers who drank Kool-Aid with him, but does that mean he was right? Yeah, and I bet if you told them to go jump off a cliff, they would, just because in the name of anti-wokeness. Oh my God. Yeah, the drunkard and the nardy. It's like, I can't believe that anyone's still listening to these gabbling fools. The only place, the only thing, some of these guys, the only show some of these guys could be on where they might blend in is Chimp Empire. Yeah, okay. Then again, these guys would bitch about Chimp Empire. They keep focusing on the female chimps because they're trying to destabilize the patriarchy of the clan. I'm like, ugh. So yeah, a lot of people showed up for the series premiere. Thankfully, none of the quote-unquote influencers. Yeah, were allowed in, apparently. You also notice one of them quote-unquote influencers was one of the ones who went anti-Jody, anti-this, anti-that when they found out they weren't getting their show back again. Yet somehow they, wormed their way back onto the podcasts, even though they were anti-show for how many years. But oh well. I didn't say that name, Mark. Yeah, somebody who should have been bracing a female doctor and, yeah, turned on them because they got their show canceled. Well, that's your opinion, Mark. I have no opinion on that subject. Um, Besides, I'm so far under the radar, I shouldn't even have to worry about it. But I haven't mentioned, yeah, Ingrid in years. It's like because she kind of disappeared from Big Finish for a while, and I was starting to go, I wonder if her winning personality was the reason. Ugh, I feel sorry for the hack that married that, but oh well. That's what I do. I literally. Here's the thing, though. I have nothing against. Well, then again, Chris LD. I'm not a big fan, but when I was on Instagram, I had to block her, and I didn't want to, but I had to because every time my recommended list would come up, there's one of her channels, and I'm like, I'm not interested. Click. I'm not interested. Click, and it would keep coming up. So in order to keep that from happening repeatedly, like 2 or 3 times a day. Like I said, I feel sorry for that poor bastard because the second he cracks wise on anything, she's gonna. Do you feel that's appropriate to say to a lady? It's like, yeah, and you once did a scene for a show where you were basically drunk raping a guy. So please don't talk to me about how, your standards are so high. or where the bar is set. It's like, but I'm glad that whole era is over. I'm glad there's been no mention of that individual. I wonder why. Okay. Well, folks, it's about that time again. Like I said, I don't want to end on a hate note. Like I said, rest in peace, Val Kilmer, wherever you are. Like I said, just because people showed up to the premiere doesn't mean they have anything to do with the next series of Doctor Who. All right? So everybody's been jumping to conclusions because, yeah, Michelle Gomez was there, Joe Martin was there, Adjoa Andoa was there. Like I said, I can keep naming on and on and on. But, well, I'm going to take off now, so please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy your Wednesday, everybody.